Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Athel Foden of Brighter Naming. Today I'd like to talk to you about the top 10 characteristics of a good name. It's hard to get them all in your name, but these are the goals and aspirations when you or we start a naming project. Here we go. Number 1, is it short, sweet, and easily pronounced? Nice to dream, hard to achieve nowadays, even with coined or unique names. But that's the goal. And short, by the way, really means short when you say it. So the number of syllables. Second goal is unique within its industry. You really don't want a name that you get lost on the internet or in the Yellow Pages directory, sound like the rest of your competitors. Be different. Thirdly, is it legally available and defensible? You don't want to name your company or a product line and find out the next week there's competitors out there with the same name, because guess what? They were there first, so they have all the advantages and maybe even a stronger legal team. If you can't be short, it should have good alliteration. Even actually short names should have good alliteration. Alliteration means how does it roll off the tongue? That's part of linguistics that we study. Coca-Cola, magic. But it's 4 syllables. Actually a longer name. 5, the name should not lend itself to abbreviations. You want them to use your name and not some abbreviations and initials that you get lost in and then you can't protect and you can't own, and you just once again lost on the internet. The word apple cannot be abbreviated easily, should we say. On the other hand, we like a name that's flexible and expandable, and flexible and expandable names tends to be ones that have good values, sound great, but are not too descriptive. Sony originally came from Sonus for sound and Sonny my little boy. But it just sounds good, rolls off the tongue, and of course the rest is history. Linguistically clean is our number 7 point, and what this means is it's not a funny word or a strange meaning in other popular business languages, especially in countries where you trade. Number 8 is you want a name that's not a fad, it's not a slang, it's not some hip talk of the day or some industry jargon. The reason for that is those change. Lots of jokes around about what's nice about the multimedia age is it stopped us talking about the internet age, and that stopped us talking about some other age before that. These come and go fairly quickly, so pick a name that will endure. Interestingly enough, names that are built with classic roots tend to endure very well. Number 9 is does it embrace the company's personality? Every company has a personality. It's not written down, it's not described in most cases. For a small business, it's often the personality of the founders, but it's different to your competitors. And some names feel right, some names work with the rest of your imagery, some work with the way you do business. Have a check to make sure that your name fits your company. That's why you want to be involved in the naming process. You want your team to be involved in the final list selection for sure. You don't want some stranger just deciding what you should be called. And finally, number 10, make sure the name fits with your company's brand portfolio. Similarly, if you're naming one of the brands within your company, make sure it fits in the company portfolio. It's magic when it does, and it's chaos and disaster and marketing headaches forevermore when certain names, certain product lines sound like they belong in some other family or other country or other company. This happens a lot with takeovers, but go back to your naming architecture and try to make them as consistent as possible. Here are some of the names we've made up over the years. Notice that many of them sound like they're in the dictionary, but they're not in the dictionary, and therefore they're free and available. Almost all these company names were available with the matching.com direct as well. Thank you very much. Please look at our website for lots more articles on naming and trademarks and branding. Goodbye.